All right, guys, what's up? John Talks Giants back. I'm just going to be honest. I was in the process of recording a video for a strictly intended to be Giants-Eagles matchup, preview. And in the middle of it, I found myself ranting about Darius Slayton again. And then it dawned on me. When I started talking about the defense, somebody else didn't get a rant from me that everybody else seemingly got, and I'm not gonna let you slide. Doopy, boop. Shane Bowen. You have to be the dumbest defensive coordinator I've ever watched on the Giants. And I watched James Betcher suck. I watched Pat Graham be so incredibly bland that you had to respect it, but it wasn't a fun watch. I watched Wink Martindale attack offenses, press offenses, disrupt, aggress towards. You try to impress offenses. You try to show them, hey, look at what I'm doing. I'm so great. Why don't you come and stop it? When in reality, you're embarrassing yourself, bro. If you're this retarded, or if you're this dumb and dense to misunderstand that this Giants team, whether the casuals or the court of public opinion want to agree or not, the Giants added talent all over this defense. And your dumb ass got brought back because of a former defensive coordinator getting into it with the head coach, seemingly causing a rift, and then people didn't want to come here, so they went and retained you. The Titans ran you off. The Titans are the worst team in the league, not named the Jets. And they ran you off, bro. When you get hired, everybody said, well, he's not a very exotic defensive coordinator, John. Oh, well, it's not anything sexy. Okay. I don't need it to be sexy. Is our offense sexy? No, but our offense has been functional. This defense is so fucking bad that Abdul Carter, Kayvon Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, and Brian Burns, all on the field at once, cannot consistently bring the quarterback down because your defensive scheme quite literally hands it to the offense. It says, here, wax this ass some more. We don't want to get you. Hey, we're out here for some fucking cardio. We want our guys out here because they didn't practice well, so this is their punishment. That's the kind of dumbass strategy you have, bro. You literally are so vanilla, it's unreal. I could go back there and play quarterback. I play enough Madden. Kidding. But I play enough Madden that I could make those reads. And you know how I know? Because Spencer Rattler didn't win a game. He didn't win not one game out of 10 tries before he went to he welcomed your fucking defense to New Orleans. And he waxed it. Not early. 14-3. Dumbass Slayton went and screwed the game up. Our defensive, I don't even want to say hour when I go and talk about what you must have been thinking. Deonte Banks is a press corner. He's not a very good one. I wish he was, but he's not. And you have him playing zone. Then you put him in on third down when we all know that they're just going to attack him because he can't turn his head. So if he can't play man without turning his head, and if he can't play zone, Shane, why is he on the field? Why is Cordell Flott not on the field in his position. He's outplayed him from summer camp through now. Flott has been playing very well. Flott actually plays very well against A.J. Brown in the past. Deontay Banks has never shown any of that. And as big of a fan as I was of Deontay Banks, and I have to be because he's on the team, it's only because he's on the team, man. I can't, I'm tired of trying to convince myself that these certain players that I like coming out of college are the same players that I saw on their fucking film. And hoping, oh my God. There's going to be our exceptions. Daniel Jones is balling in Indiana. You know, Saquon, obviously. But I don't give a shit. Because at the end of the day, it's about the Giants for me. It's that logo, that NY. That's what I get so pissed off about. That's what I get so happy about. I love this team. And I got a defensive coordinator coming to this team. Our history is pass rush, front four, NASCAR package. And you just play, it's so basic. If Spencer Rattler can dice this offense, if Spencer Rattler can dice this defense up, what the fuck do you think Jalen Hurts is going to do? And I don't think Jalen Hurts is good. But I'm just trying to prove to you, Bowen, you have been pathetic, bro. Straight up pathetic. Dexter Lawrence is not consistently lining up at nose tackle either. That's another thing I wanted to point out. Wink isn't here anymore. Dex's best years were with Wink. I don't care about the 9-sack season. To me, that 2022 season version of Dex was the best I've seen him. 2023 and 2024, he's a stud. I'm not taking anything from him. But this guy, he clearly doesn't know what he's doing with our players, man. The fact that Abdul Carter has just as much pass rush win success rate as Kayvon and Brian Burns with less snaps, and this guy just doesn't seem to understand or have any interest in trying to really press offenses to deal with it, it tells you everything you need to know, because our identity is that pass rush. So if you're not going to enforce the identity, you don't have a fucking identity. So we don't have a defensive coordinator because he's an idiot. There's no defensive coordination. It's 11 guys taking the field in the position that their depth chart says that they are. Oh, hey, slot receiver? Oh, slot corner? Oh, right there. Outside corner? Right there. 2 defensive tackles, 2 pass rushers on the outside. That's what it'll be. 2 linebackers. Tyler Nubin was a ball hawk coming out of Minnesota. And Tyler Nubin's one of the few guys that, as bad as he's been as a Giant, and I haven't been impressed, I'm not going to bullshit, he's the one I'm scared that's going to leave and go figure it out, because he's never even put in positions to be close to the ball and trick the quarterback to take advantage of it. Tyler Nubin used to dive in front of passes like Troy Polamalu, just whoo. And now it's nothing. And I'm not giving him an excuse for that Shaheed touchdown. I'm just saying, man, like Javon Holland even. If it wasn't for goofy-ass Deontay Banks and that fucking penalty, Javon Holland has his first interception as a Giant. But it gets wiped off the field because Shane Bowen does his mishandlization of it. Handlization's not a word. Handling. You know? I seriously doubt Darius Alexander's development has anything to do with Shane Bowen. To me, that's all Dre Patterson. Because it was the same kind of way with Dex. I think Darius Alexander is going to be a stud. He had a slow start. I think a lot of us just overreact because we already knew we were going to lose games. And we just wanted to see these rookies have that Drew Phillips moment where last year against Washington, he's balling. Drew Phillips last year against Washington, week 2, balled. Okay? He literally turned around and made a tackle for a loss. Like, you go back and watch it. But the point is, like, I think he's starting to progress. So this defensive line is only going to get more ramped up. And yet it's handicapped because the defensive coordinator is just a complete moron. You know, that's it. And I'm sorry. I know it doesn't actually fix anything, but if the Giants were to actually fire this man somewhere mid-season, I would not cry. because the defense itself is not very hard to call when you have his staff there that could just switch. You could have different play calls and try to switch things up. All you have to do, it's the way that you're presenting it. It's not like defenses, it's not like there's a million different defenses you can run. Sure, I'm sure there's a million different adjustments, but the idea that there's a million different plays and, come on. It's been the same staff for 4 years. What are we doing? Okay, so I just can't imagine how pissed I'm going to be tomorrow night when Jalen Hurts throws the ball deep downfield for a completion, and then the camera's going to pan to Shane Bowen with his doopy ass with his goddamn clipboard. Like, what happened? What happened? I didn't know they could do that. So Shane Bowen. Oh. Now fuck it, I'm going to blame you. Bobby Okereke's completely regressed under you as well, bro. Bobby Okereke was an all-pro caliber player who got snubbed. And since he's been under you, he's been Robert Okereke. Robert Okereke. Just a complete, bland nobody. Somehow he's one of the top 5 in tacklers in the league, but they're not good. It's not like he's tackling in the backfield and he's seeing the stuff and getting ahead of it. These are bullshit little, assisted tackles. So I blame you. I blame you. I blame you. Be better. Be fucking better, bro. Because you're taking the fucking money from this team that we all support as fans. When you get fired, you're going to eventually try to come up with some kind of bullshit about how it wasn't all you. Nah, bro, it was you. Because I watched Wink with lesser talent when Kayvon was a rookie. No Brian Burns. Dexter Lawrence was still getting double teamed, and there was only really Kayvon and what the fuck? Jihad Ward as pass rushers. Micah McFadden and Bobby Okereke played way better than, obviously Micah's been hurt, but come on. Defensive backs? Come on. I believe it was, damn, man. I wasn't planning on saying that, but it was a veteran corner that we had. He ended up having an interception against the Jaguars, but it got called back. The point is, he's just a journeyman. He's played better than Deonte Banks under Wink. And you have a better player on paper, better athlete. Deonte Banks is returning kicks. And he's a physical freak. That part is not in question. But you instill no confidence in him. You're a terrible coordinator. And I need better from you, bro. Because if Jalen Hurts makes me have to get on this fucking phone and talk to people tomorrow or whenever I'm able to get this video out again, and I have to just say, I told y'all that Shane Bowen sucks. What did you want? He nerfs our best strength. I'm going to flip the fuck out. So get the fuck together, Shane. I'll be seeing you.